Intro. You always hear about that magical pregnancy glow, right? Well, a few months into my pregnancy, my glow was nowhere to be found. Instead, I got hormonal acne and skin so dull and sensitive it hurt. I was terrified to touch my old skincare products, but was I supposed to just give up on my skin for 9 months? No, thank you. It took some digging, but once I found a few game-changing swaps, like a powerhouse retinol alternative that's totally pregnancy safe, I finally cleared up my acne and honestly, I got the best skin of my life. And today, I'm spilling all the secrets. Section 1. The problem and amp. The stakes. The second you get pregnant, your whole world flips upside down, and your skin is usually the first to get the memo. For me, it was a total shock. My normally predictable skin went completely rogue. I was dealing with breakouts along my jawline, random dry patches, and a dullness that no amount of sleep could even touch. And the hardest part? The fear. Suddenly, you are squinting at the back of every bottle, and every single ingredient feels like a potential red flag. Your number one job is to keep that baby safe, so what you're putting on your body feels just as important as what you're putting in it. It's so overwhelming that you are tempted to just throw in the towel and use nothing but water. But I'm here to tell you, you don't have to choose between your baby's safety and feeling amazing in your own skin. Section 2. What you must avoid. Alright, before we get to the fun part, we need to do a little cabinet clean out. This step is non-negotiable. Dermatologists are all on the same page about a few key ingredients you've got to avoid. The biggest one is retinoids. This is a hard no. It includes everything from prescription tretinoin to over-the-counter retinol. They are known to pose a risk of birth defects, so they need to be stopped immediately. Next up is hydroquinone, which is used for lightening dark spots. It has a really high absorption rate into your skin, and since we don't know everything about it, it's a better safe than sorry situation. You also want to be careful with high-dose salicylic acid, like what you'd find in a chemical peel. Now, the low-dose stuff you find in cleansers, under 2%, is generally considered safe, but anything stronger is a definite pass for now. Finally, ditch your chemical sunscreens. Ingredients like oxybenzone can be potential hormone disruptors, so making the switch to a mineral-based sunscreen is a much safer bet. Section 3. My secret weapons. The safe swaps. Okay, now for the fun part, the swaps that changed my skin game completely. You can get amazing results just by trading those off-limits ingredients for powerful, and totally safe, alternatives. My number one, can't live without it secret is bakuchiol. This is a plant-based powerhouse that's basically nature's answer to retinol. It gives you all those same beautiful benefits, smoother texture, fewer fine lines, more collagen, without any of the risks or nasty irritation. Next up, my holy grail, vitamin C. This is your best friend for fighting that dullness. It brightens everything up and can even help with melasma, also known as the mask of pregnancy. For my hormonal acne, azelaic acid was a game changer. It's incredible at calming down inflammation and kicking breakouts to the curb. Plus, it's one of the top ingredients that dermatologists recommend for expecting moms. I paired it with niacinamide, which is another superstar for redness and blemishes, and that 1-2 punch cleared my acne without any drama. Section 4. My full glow-up routine. So, how does this all come together? It's actually pretty simple. The key for me was sticking to a solid morning and evening routine. My morning routine, gentle cleanser. First, I start with a simple, Mild cleanser to wash my face without making it feel tight or dry. Vitamin C serum. Next, a few drops of vitamin C serum to protect my skin and give it that bright, awake look. Hydrating moisturizer. I follow up with a fragrance-free moisturizer with hyaluronic acid to keep everything plump and hydrated. Mineral sunscreen. And this is the non-negotiable final step. A mineral sunscreen. Look for zinc oxide, with at least SPF 30. Trust me, this is your best defense against melasma showing up or getting darker. My evening routine. Cleanse. Same as the morning, I wash the day off. Treatment time. This is where I alternate my actives to give my skin everything it needs without overwhelming it. On some nights, I use my azelaic acid treatment to handle any redness or breakouts. Bakuchiol serum. On the other nights, I use my bakuchiol serum. This is my overnight worker bee, helping with texture and renewal just like a retinol would. Rich moisturizer. Finally, I lock it all in with a really nourishing moisturizer to support my skin barrier while I sleep. CTA call to action. This is the exact routine that took my skin from a stressed out, broken out mess to clear, happy, and glowing. The secret really is consistency and knowing which safe, powerful ingredients to reach for. Now I want to hear from you. What has been your biggest pregnancy skin struggle? Drop it in the comments below, and if you've found a holy grail safe product, please share it with the class. Conclusion. Pregnancy is such a transformative journey. And while you are literally growing a human being, you absolutely deserve to feel beautiful and confident in your own skin. So forget the idea that you just have to get by for 9 months. You can actually have your best skin ever. By making these simple swaps and focusing on ingredients that are both nourishing and effective, you can get that true, lit from within pregnancy glow. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips.